Hello viewers, you're welcome again to another interesting topic and another interesting question to solve here again in our channel. Yeah, today's question is going to be on quadratics. Yeah. So in this question, we are going to learn how to solve quadratic equations, and we're going to learn it by factorization. So quadratics by factorization. All right. So now the first thing here I want you to realize is that if you want to solve a quadratic equation by factorization, there is one easy way you can go about it. See how you do it here. You multiply the coefficient of x squared, which is 5, by the constant term here, which is minus 2. So if I multiply 5 and minus 2, of course, the result will be minus 10. And right now, you're looking for two values such that when you multiply these two values, you will get a minus 10. And when you add these same values, you will get the guy in the middle, that's the positive 9. You will get positive 9. So what could be this value? Now think of this value. If you have 10 times 1, you have 10, right? But now you're looking for minus 10. So if I decide to put a minus here, and maybe I have another 10 times 1, then I decide to put another minus here. So for all these cases, I'll have minus 10 and minus 10, right? Okay, so minus 10 times 1 will give me minus 10. Good, this is what we are looking for. But let us see if it will give us 9 when we add them. So minus 10 plus 1 will give me minus 9, which is not part of what we are looking for. We're looking for a positive 9. So let us see the other option. 10 times negative 1 will give me negative 10, which is fine. And 10 plus minus 1 is going to give me a positive 9, which is still okay here. So that means the values we are looking for is 10 and minus 1. Just 10 and minus 1. So we are going to write 9x as 9x is going to be written as 10x minus x. Yeah, that's how we can write it. So now we come back here and we write this equation as we have 5x squared. The 9x here will be written as these guys. So we have 9x will be written as plus 10x minus x. Then, of course, we have the minus 2 here equal to 0. Now, the next thing you want to do is you group them. So how do we group them? We have a bracket open up like this equal to 0. So we have the first two terms, which is 5x squared plus 10x. And we have the other guy minus x minus 2. Now, that's how to group them. Now, the next thing you want to do from here, you factor out, you factorize. How do you factorize? What is common here in the number? You see that 5 is the highest common factor here. So you factor out 5. And for the variable, you see x is another common factor. So you factor out 5x. So if 5x divides 5x squared, I have to say 5x squared divided by 5x. You know, the s will cancel out one of this guy, 5 will cancel out 5. So you have just x remaining. Then plus, if 10x is divided by 5x, your result will be 2, right? So you got 2 right here. As if to say 5x times s is 5x squared and 5x times 2 is 10x. Then whatever you have here, the first factor, you just have to leave a space here and paste whatever you have there right here. Then you go back to the space and ask yourself, what value will you put here such that, what will be here such that when you multiply it with s, you get minus s, and you multiply it with 2, you get minus 2. What could be that value? Now, the value is just, minus 1, right? Because you see minus 1 times s is minus s, and minus 1 times 2 is minus 2. Now you can see that these two factors, x plus 2 become the first factor, and this other guy is outside here becomes the other factor. So we have 5x minus 1 equal to 0, right? Now, at this point, the next thing you want to do is you can now equate each of these guys to 0. We are going to equate each of these factors to 0. So if I equate x plus 2 to 0, so I'll have x plus 2 equal to 0, or I'll equate 5x minus 1 equal to 0. And from here, you know, x is just equal to minus 2. Now, the first value for x, and for the other one, we have 5x equal to 1. When you take negative 1 to this side, it becomes positive 1. So now you divide both sides by 5. So finally, x is just equal to 1 over 5. So that's the second solution for the quadratic equation. So this is where we are going to stop today. I hope you understood the solution. If you have any question, please ask me on the comment section, and I will do well to respond to them. Have a nice day. God bless you. Bye.